This is the response in the internet war videos between Alex Jones and the Young Turks. I've seen a lot of other responses saying, how they both bring good arguments to the table, and that you love them both. And my view on it basically is that I think that it's rather immature to attack Alex for the way he gets riled up, the way he gets enthusiastic or overly animated over the certain issues that he brings up, because they're very important issues, and if there is even a shred of truth to any of them, the implications of each issue on them, by themselves are very troubling and very deeply, they're things that we need to address and that we need to get mad about, and that you shouldn't attack someone for getting mad about, their ideas and their passions and their beliefs. And he does have a point. The fact that the fact that the Young Turks laugh a lot during their broadcasts and they make light of things. Not saying that they're wrong for that. They are allowed to have fun at their work, and they're allowed to enjoy what they do and be and make certain comments and remarks into as regards to the news. It was what makes their show, but you shouldn't get on Alex for acting the way he does, because it makes his show. It's why that we support Alex Jones, and the info warriors out there on the internet support him, because he gets mad about the truth. He gets mad and he shows you the evidence, and it's there for you to examine or disprove, or whatever you want to do with it. But he constantly says, don't look at him, look at the information. And what you guys do constantly with other pundits and people who try to belittle Alex Jones through the media, they try to attack the person and not the information. And that's a classical representation of when you're wrong, you have to attack the person's character who is right to ruin their credibility, make them look wrong. So that doesn't look good for you guys when you do that. Not saying you're wrong, obviously, him coming out and acting like a monkey the way he did obviously wasn't the best strategy for anyone to use when trying to make your self sound sane and like you have the facts. So in regards to that, it wasn't the wisest thing that he could have done. But at the same time, he was also showing, he was hyperbolizing, he was exaggerating the point in order to convey a message. And you can't fault him for that, because we all do that as human beings. We all overreact to certain situations in order to convey the message that we aren't overreacting to the situation. It's calling sarcasm into the issue in order to bring across your point. And that's what I think Alex did in that situation, where he started jumping up and down and acting like a monkey. Obviously not the best, wisest decision in order to, as being bait for an attack. But he's a very powerful man. And he's a very powerful personality, and he brings forth a lot of interesting, important and very relevant issues that are, important for all people in every society. And if what he's saying is true about them poisoning the food and the water, obviously there are studies and research that has been done and can be documented and looked up as to the truths, certain truths behind those issues. But if they are true, it's something that you need to look at, Young Turks, and you need to bring it on your show and look more into it yourself, and maybe then you will get as mad as Alex Jones does when put in the face of the truth and its disturbing nature. So on an end note, I support you guys both, but I feel like I'm defending Alex in this situation, because he has every right to get mad about Child Protective Services raping children. I'm not saying that he might not be over-exaggerating some of the facts, maybe over-embellishing maybe on some of the facts, but the overall underlying facts might be true, and they need to be looked into, and you should get mad about it. So